Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining this live show. We always start as usual thanking JCAR for giving us the permission to use this page. We want to thank you all very immensely for all you do in order to put the revolution on track. As a matter of fact, we are quite happy with everybody who is joining at this time. We want to invite you all to share extensively for us to have sincere discussions on the things that are going to put us on track and set us with a new spirit, a spirit of honesty, commitment as usual, a spirit of non-partisan, a spirit of understanding that there comes a time when brothers need to talk to themselves, a spirit of unity, a spirit of above all the commitment to fight the regime in Yaoundé, a spirit of transparency, and of course that of honesty. I want to thank you all once more. You know the difficulties we have, and want to continuously thank everybody that has been supporting us to ensure that we have a voice at least, irrespective of how much they are trying to shut us down. It is a privilege to have you all join us on Joe Shoka's platform, and we remain very excited about a lot of things that are going on. We remain also very concerned about some things that are going wrong. We remain very appreciative about the resolve of our restoration forces, about the brothers, our brothers and sisters, the boys and girls on Ground Zero, who have committed themselves to fighting this revolution as though it's the last thing they have to do to live. And the only thing we can do as those of us in the diaspora is to, of course, help to galvanize and, to galvanize the much needed support. And at the same time, we will not hesitate in condemning those who have tried in one way or the other to undermine the sacrifices of everybody who is struggling to fight for this revolution. I must say I'm very pleased that a lot of you are online already, and just to let you know with all sincerity that we remain very concerned about a lot of things that are happening. So we are going to have a lot of discussions today, but we'll try to make it very brief so that it's going to benefit everybody who is watching on Ground Zero, because that is what remains super important. The necessity to have everybody on Ground Zero get this show on and on is our top priority. I think that is what we should occupy ourselves in at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, some people complain of the volume. Is the volume okay? If it's okay, please let me know, except otherwise. Is the volume okay? Everybody's talking about volume. Is my volume okay? Am I very audible? If my volume is okay, let me know. Volume is low. Everybody's saying volume is low. Let me see how I can adjust this device. See if we got a good volume here. Okay, I want to believe that the volume should be okay by now. Is my volume okay, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know if the volume is okay. If it's okay, just say okay. Some people still say volume is low. If it's okay now, let me know. Maybe I need to step up. It's okay. Thank you very much, Omawole Sombe. God bless you. Okay, now we're going to thank you, Sydney. I think it's okay, Martin Lawrence. Thank you all guys very much, and God bless you all. We are trying to follow exactly. Okay, people said the volume is okay, so we can continue at this juncture. So, ladies and gentlemen, once more, we want to thank you all. We understand that all of you by now should know that we have an unbeatable commitment, which is what has preoccupied some of us the last couple of days. And we must say with sincerity that it has been a very tough journey, I must say. And I want to thank everybody who has understood, not probably only on the basis of their assumptions, but on the basis of their conviction, what they believe in. Because at this crucial junction, what we need is only the truth, because that is what is going to lead us to very sincere heights. you know, we as a people, we must understand that this revolution is at a concluding stage. Reason why we will not compromise our views about the truth with people who are experts in conspiracy theories, people who are confused about exactly what they want. We will stay very committed to the cause, and that is particularly some of the things that I'll be talking today. Now, I want to start this live show in the next 1 minute, and I want to thank you all for joining us. So in 1 minute, exactly 1 minute, we're going to kickstart or continue and give you the exact message. And so we will start, of course. All of you must have noticed what's going on Ground Zero, and I think this live show is just timely with what the Minister of Communication, Emmanuel Renesadi, has put out there in terms of what happened to the Lewimbo mother, who was shot and killed by Cameroonian soldiers in Moyoka, a restive town in the southwest Cameroon, according to the minister, but to us in the county of Fako, in the southern zone of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Now we want to make these differences very clear, and so we would want to let everybody understand that these are the things that are top on our priority now, and we must be very straightforward. Now I want to say one thing to anybody who is watching this show and who cares to watch, that stop behaving like La Republic, coming to a show with a precondition, trying to probably confuse yourself, because you're not going to confuse me. And when you start telling me that stop defending Ayok or Sisiko, it tells me one thing. It tells me that you have not been watching my shows and that you are not truthful to yourself, or in the worst case scenario, you're blind and you're deaf and dumb. I want to be honest here, because not anybody who is vigilant and who has been watching me and who is not threatened by the fact that I will always speak the truth, cannot say that stop defending Ayok or Sisiko, because I have not defended Sisiko. By the way, Sisiko is not your mate. Don't say Ayok, because you're already defending Sako by calling Sisiko that Ayok. So these are the things that we must keep in mind. That this revolution is like an exam. It has paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. So if you have watched me my last 5 or more shows, you will know that in no place and in no instance I have defended Sisiko Ayok Tabe Julius, our president who is in jail. I have said it very clearly, and I want all of you who are full of conspiracy theories, all of you who are hired groupers, you know groupers, look up the word groupers. I used to tell the AGC people that they are groupers. It is spelled Groupeie, and if it's plural, you add an S. So we are not in that level where we are talking about the polemics and games and all of these group identities. I'll tell you something on this show, very, very straightforward. Now, I want you to wipe it from your mind. My show will not be influenced by your comments, because if you say stop defending Ayok, you think I'll come and say, oh, Sako this, Sako that, start clapping to Sako. I am not one man who claps for people. I stand for the truth, by the truth. I don't stand on the truth. I stand for and by the truth, and nothing is going to change that. So let us be very clear. I will bully viewers that are distraction. Get it very clearly. I've told people before in war that in war there is no alternative voice, and anybody who's coming here to be objective must keep a clean mind and listen to the message. You have the right to contribute, but when you start making I want to influence a man, it gives me the worry that you don't know why you are here. I am for the people of Ambazonia. I am for the people of Ambazonia, not like somebody is listing there, not for Sisiko or Sako, and that is it. So thank you very much. Somebody has made a very important point, Olafo, and I think I will respect that. Although once in a while you have to come in with comments like that, because I want to stop people who want to, actually confuse us. Now, let us get to this point, because what I've noticed is that La Republic agents have entered more even than Ambazonians, trying to cause confusion between Sisiko Ayok Tabe Julius and, of course, His Excellency, our acting president, Dr. Samuel Komisako. Now, I will go, point by point, because I want to ensure that everybody who is watching this show gets to understand me, because I'll make the points very clear, and today we will not be different or indifferent about the things that are affecting this revolution. Now, going forward, let me start clean and clear. And I think here, I'm going to start here at this juncture. Now, this is what I want to say, and listen to me very attentively, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start first, point number one, the issue of the Biya regime. Let me go first. On the 20th of May, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, as you are aware, the regime of Paul Biya, with, of course, the instruction of the dictator himself from Yaoundé, Paul Biya Bin Vondo, soldiers who are extremely loyal to him, I use the term extremely loyal to him, arrived Makanga Equator in Moyoka on the 20th of May while they were celebrating national unity according to Yaoundé. They arrived there, shot several bullets, and then later break into houses. And in one of those houses, a small girl as young as under 4 months was sleeping on the chair, on the sofa in the parlor. And what did they do? The military shot at her. They shot at Mbu Matara behind at her neck. This is the neck, the place behind your neck. They shot at her, and those evidence are clear. Now, let me say something to those of you who care to listen. I have listened to all of this jargon by a certain so-called hired ex-Amber fighter who tries to analyze. And that's why I told people that the government of Cameroon is working with that guy, they call him Yannick or whatever. Now, after the same analysis that he made with the man of the call, what's the other man who is doing all this nonsense? They make the same analysis. That is from where the Minister of Communication came and wrote almost, if not exactly the same thing in a communique. This should ring a bell to you people that the government is strategizing. They are not quarreling the way some of you are doing. We have passed the stage of this group identity. I want people to listen to me. Now, what did they do? They came and said, no, it is the Amber boy because the father was an ex-Amber, he betrayed them. So, the very Yanni guy who is saying that the guy there, the little girl who was killed, the father was an ex-soldier, that's why he betrayed Amber, that's why they killed him. So the Yannick thinks that his own family, that is in Mante, that he has betrayed, he's moving from place to place. His family is there, we know, but we cannot touch his family because his family is not responsible. We know what to do with Paul's family when it is time. So if they were going to kill somebody, if Amber fighters were going to kill somebody who betrayed them, they will not kill Yannick. Yannick, they will not kill your entire family, your relation, and your friends. They will go and kill a little child. No, let's ask ourselves. Those are very important questions. That you are a number one shoulders of the Ambazonian struggle. You are moving with the military showing camps, and we know your house where you used to be in Okoyo. We know your family, we know your friends, we know everything, and we have not done anything to any of them. And now you leave Manu, and you move, and you are analyzing situation in Moyoka. By the way, fellow Southern Cameroonians, let us get this thing clear. We are not bothered about what René Sadi is saying. The only thing you have to do is to pick up the alarm bells to protect the mother of the little Mata that was killed. Because that is a strong evidence, and we have to blow it high. Because you know, in any court, there is nobody who is the primary testimony, the primary eyewitness. Who is the primary eyewitness in the case of this particular issue? Who is the primary eyewitness? The primary eyewitness there is the mother of the child who was shot and killed. That is the primary eyewitness. So anything René Sadi is saying, it is meant for the gutters. It is not important. We don't care about it because René Sadi cannot be in Yaoundé. And then one other criminal is in Manfé. And then they come and they want to give comments on issues that are in Moyoka without talking to the eyewitnesses. René Sadi, you have heard it all. Immediately that child was shot and killed. Fomban Jodone, who is based in UK and who controls FACO, called me. Oh, I still have the chats. And he put me online with direct family members when they were crying in the background. And that's why they got the name, they got the age of the child and gave it to us. And the mother said, I said, Mami, una show say na military shoot that pikin, say yes. And she has said it repeatedly, the same story. So we are not supposed to bother about that. Now, later on, only yesterday, the military, that's the 21st, immediately after they killed that little child, what happened? They also moved with another tactics. They killed another innocent Ambazonian and blamed it on Southern Cameroonians. They killed him, beheaded him. In fact, they dehumanized the man And then they threw the head just anywhere in Nkwen. And then now what happened? They say it is amber because they wanted to bring us in another level of confusion. Let me give you one small analysis. Now, first of all, for those of you who have listened to that video, they started in French and they were recording, forgetting that they are talking in French, and they just shared the video. So those are French soldiers. You have seen ID cards that people are bringing, taking more proofs to show that La Republic beheaded that particular person, that teacher. Now, this is the problem. I want people to know one simple thing. Now, the people in that video, what did they say? They said that IG interim government, we are going, this one, I want a Ekelebe, we don't do this. You even hear the accent. We even assume that they took our brothers, French people, to English-speaking soldiers to do it. Let's assume so. But this is where I want you to get my point. They took a man, they said that this is an Ekelebe from the Ekelebe means soldier from Grand North or whatever. They make all this analysis and said, oh, they can't cut a head there, go put up on Nkwen. Okay, now we can't cut a head, so we'll cut it there and we'll put up on Nkwen. Which means that what comes first? Is it the head at Nkwen or the video? Obviously, the video is first. That video is first. It means that they recorded the video, and after a while, because that man was arrested as a claim, and so they recorded the video, it means that the video would have been out circulating before they were going to cut the head to put in Nkwen. We have seen situations like that. Or even if they cut the head and put in Nkwen, before they took the picture and then spread the picture around, how did they take the picture? That's the first question. It is possible they can do. But when you take a video and then the picture of the action that you were saying in the video comes after the picture, how come we saw the head before the video? That's the question. Because the military is always making those mistakes. It's always proving to the world that they are the murderers. And this is the narrative that we know. I want to say this very clearly. No Ambazonian fighter has beheaded anybody in Bamenda. None. That action is purely of the Biya regime. And that is what I want the international community to know. We will be taking all these videos to the Congress, to the Senate. We'll be taking it from the 24th. We'll be knocking all those doors and showing all these videos. So everybody's doing it. We have to change the game. We have to change the game. I want to be clear with everybody that this independence, it is like your salvation. I always say this all the time. Now you have seen what they are doing. They kill a baby, and that's why immediately I removed an audio. Because when I saw it, I did not need to think twice. I did not need to analyze. I feel very terrible for journalists who are writing front and back, saying that they're Amber fighters, saying that they are this. No. If you leave those are serious issues. To go outrightly and say it's an Amber fighter is criminal. You can be banned from coming to Ambazonia as a journalist after independence. You can be banned. Because if you are not sure, you say unknown men. Unknown men. Because you cannot pick up something from a WhatsApp group and they just come and put it word verbatim that Ambazonian fighters killed somebody in Bamenda. That is not true. Those were unknown men initially. Then we now analyze the video. You analyze it and you write it objectively as an investigative journalist. We will not tolerate anybody who is trying to undermine our image and credibility as those pursuing a war according to the Geneva Convention at the level of the international community. We will not. That is why we must remain steadfast as a people. Our revolution is not based on the narrative that the Biya regime is trying to put out there. Look at Paul Biya. The man is finished. He's wasted. He's completely finished. I mean, listen, Paul Biya is in the advanced stage of completely finished. He's finished. And you see how the soldiers are killing people. John Bute just left, or Celine John, like the other people call. He just left. He just left our area. But they're killing people every day, every day. We will not tolerate it. We are certain that the military killed that young child. That's the first. They will never accept. Even when the evidence is clear, that mother was crying, cursing the military. Imagine a child as small as that. You kill that kind of child. In America here, what happened?
Somebody who bought a guinea pig went to court because he was touching the guinea pig somehow. America protects guinea pig. Guinea pigs are protected. Human beings in Cameroon, they are treated like less than guinea pigs. Even a child, can you touch a 3-month-old baby here? Talk more. If you can even touch a tree anyhow. You can even touch a trash can on the streets. Yet the government of Cameroon is killing our people, killing plus children who have not even grown even a tooth. You kill them in this manner. Ambazonians, let's wake up. We have said that we as a people, the people of Southern Cameroons, we are ready to die to the last person. We are ready to die. We will die because this is the only thing we have to live for. We want to seize the opportunity to thank Restoration Forces. We want to also thank some of the soldiers who worked with us, who took some pictures and sent to us, so that we will handle those who went to that field. Afterwards, we will do what we are supposed to do, and we'll do it in the right way. Let me be clear with all of you. This revolution is concluding. It's a concluding phase. We are the concluding phase of this revolution. Reason why I implore all of you, Southern Cameroonians, to cease fire what you are doing on social media. Today, I have come with a new message to teach you your positions, where you are supposed to stand at this juncture. I want to teach you your positions. It seems we have completely lost focus. Nobody understands what they are doing anymore. Nobody. This revolution is above individuals. That is why when I see people who are trying to circumvent truths, they are trying to modify the truth. When we were defending and still defending, when we still continuously defend, we defend the flag, the government, not the people in the government, the institutions. That is what every Ambazonian should believe in. And not bring conspiracy theories because you think you must support A, B, or Z. That is where we will not find Eric Tato. He will not be there. Listen, and listen very attentively. I know for a fact that I have a mission from God to do what I'm doing. Until that mission is completed, no human being will bring me down. I am not scared of the comments you make on social media, on WhatsApp. I'm not even there on Facebook. I don't read them. On WhatsApp or wherever. I only get the constructive things you say. Look at the balance in public opinion and I make a position based on your aspirations. And this position has never changed. I want to tell you all, fellow Southern Cameroonians, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me at this moment, that the revolution is bigger than all of you, including me, everybody. It is a cause for the people of Southern Cameroons. It's not for individuals, not for surrogates, not for groupies, not for people with stereotypical ideologies. It is a cause that you must define based on the principle of the truth, based on the aspiration of the people, not based on who you support, who you don't support. I want to say very clearly, and I want to send this first message to all the Manu people. Now, I want you people to listen to me. This revolution is like an exam. You write paper by paper, and you might fail the exam even after passing the rest of the papers because you might not have a combination at the end. You must remain true to yourself. I want to start by telling my Manu brothers and sisters one thing. I read the messages. I see they send it to me, and I laugh. They say, oh, you're not supporting Sissoko. You are siding with Sako. And I turn around. I have the other people from the other camp saying that, bro, you are not the Eric Tato used to know. You are supporting Sissoko, like they have been writing here. So now I am happy because finally it puts me in a position of a balance. Because this IG is my child. It must be protected. I will not be something that is not Solomon. Solomon did not divide the child. He used wisdom to give the child to the rightful owner, and the wisdom I'm using is to give the IG to the people of Ambazonia. The IG will not be given to Sako like some of you are doing. It will not be given to Sissoko. The IG is not Sissoko's property. Neither is it Sako's property. It is the property of the people of Ambazonia. That should be your new position. It is not bringing all sorts of games, all conspiracy theories. Listen, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. My name is Erika. quote me anyway. Ask the people of the AGC, they will tell you there were 10 of them as activists trying to destroy the same idea, bringing us conspiracy theories, but you were there and you saw what Eric Tato did single-handedly. I crushed them and used their bones for firewood. That's why I'm called Smoke. Any other person, activist, by chance or whatever way, if you're thinking that use conspiracy theories to destroy this IG, I will use your bones for firewood. My name is Eric Tato. Listen very attentively. I want you people to listen. And listen good. We are in the stage, at the stage where nobody can compromise this struggle. I want to still repeat, and I will still repeat exactly the same thing that I'm saying, that I have never and would never ever support what Seseko did from jail. Seseko will never be acting from jail. I'm saying it, and I want all the Manu people who are castigating me, I have their numbers here. They are sending messages telling me that I'm a threat to security in Manu. I tell that to hell with you. I don't care because you don't care about yourself. You don't know what you're saying. The IG is not Siseko's property. Seseko will never act from jail. Let me just go further by condemning in earnest. I have a meeting this evening with Dr. Sako, Brother Sebastian, and the rest. I'll meet them somewhere. We're going to meet. I want to say very clearly, I will never support what Seseko did. It's wrong. Let me just go to what people call the Swiss connection. That is a crazy thing. And I'm not going to say that I can ignore it. What Seseko did is 200% wrong. We condemn it. But I will go further saying something. It is something that you and I don't have control over. Because people can pay their flight to those places. But we can only condemn here. And when we are condemning, we should be looking on avenues of being the Solomon, not to divide. Not to divide. Let us be clear with all of you, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians. I want to let you know that all of you who are involved in politics in this revolution, Jean-Didier Momo of La République du Cameroon is better than you people. Yes, he is better than all of you. I have seen all of you. I have known about your particular intentions. When somebody writes here that you don't care about your followers, I laugh because he's the one who doesn't care about the message. The message is clear. This Eric Tato has never supported Seseko since the beginning of this saga. I have told him, and I'm still telling him, I don't need to say, how do you want me to say it? To remove Seseko from jail and beat him and put him back? Because you know that what I'm saying about him is not correct? Let me be clear with all of you, ladies and gentlemen. We the people reject any move by the parallel IG, but at the same time we must maintain, restrain ourselves to respecting the people who were there. There is no way ever in life that the Seseko IG is going to go over Sako's IG. It can never happen. Any human being, whether you are man or what tribe, if you're in your right senses, you will know that there is no way what Seseko did by announcing a parallel government should be supported, no matter the intention. It is wrong. However, this is what I want to say. What happened in Swiss, or wherever you call the Swiss mafia, I have spoken to a few people and have condemned it and told them that this is a spirit of rebellion. It is wrong. Very, absolutely wrong. We'll be talking with the other people to understand what's going on and to get a feedback on exactly the situation. We cannot jeopardize the future of this revolution. Nobody. If it is Seseko, you'll be thrown under the bus. If it is Sako, you'll be thrown under the bus. Now, I want to now make a point that the position of every Southern Cameroonian who is a true supporter and follower of the IG should be that of the Solomon. That is your new position. The Solomon who sees trouble and understands that this time I cannot divide this child. The IG is our child. We cannot divide it. I feel terribly sick. All of you on social media, you are pouncing conspiracy theories. This day, you can see that you have equated yourself to the medicine man, to the herbalist in China. You have become the same like him because you are doing the same thing. That is the truth. Until you live from that cocoon of docility, that idle man of always looking for an opportunity to attack Sako or looking for an opportunity to attack Seseko, I will not do it on this show. I have my fight. I've selected my fights, and that is why I have come this far, because I understand what fight to fight. There is no fighting between Sako and Sisiku. Eric Tato will not promote it. It will never happen. He will not. Let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians. I think the problem here is neither Sako nor Sisiku. The problem is the rhetorics, what you and I are putting out there between these two people. And I feel so terrible that we are yet to come and condemn it. Let me tell you one thing. Listen very attentively. I listen to people talking about the fact that I have a list, that I hold a list, and why am I not releasing the list? I am not here to make any defense, because the only thing I owe is an explanation. It's not a defense. And I want every Southern Cameroonian to listen to us very, very attentively. You see, in a revolution, there are three things probably that will come naturally to any frontline leader or activist. Three things. One is popularity. Two is credibility. Three is relevance. Those things will come like that. They can come any other, but probably your credibility will start building you. Your credibility and your relevance will then build you popularity. If you want to skip from being credible and being relevant to being popular, that's how most people have ended falling, because they skip these two stages. What I believe in, that I've built over the years in my entire career as a reporter and investigative journalist, is credibility and relevance. Any information I put out there, I want it to be most relevant to the public. Any information I put, I want it to be credible to the public. Let me say this very clearly. If I have a list, I have discussed with many people about this money issue. Joshua Kai is a witness. Everybody knows my position about what I think about money in this revolution. We, on the contrary, we are trying to ensure that we, the people of Southern Cameroon, we are inside the report trying to verify the IG, because people are bringing conspiracy theories and throwing it out, setting up activists to be talking about things that are not relevant. I will explain to you why, and I hope that after this show, we'll move forward doing something useful, not bringing all this conspiracy and accusation left, right. There is one way out of all this confusion about my trip to Buea, which is not something that I ever wanted to talk about, because I said I will not talk about it again. But it came at a point when somebody says that you are holding a list. Bring the list. Now, let me say this very clearly to all of you. I have a list that is linked to me. And as a journalist and an activist who investigates, do you expect me to take a list that somebody who leaks the list to me, if I don't trust the person, you know how many things they leak to me? You know how many information they can give you to mislead you? You have to use your senses to ensure that you don't go out there to discredit yourself or to destroy somebody with conspiracy theories. An enemy can take, it's not 1-2 time where sometimes they call you, say, you know the man don't do so. Go talk him. As out of, you say you don't get information, you just go talk the thing. You destroy that person, destroy yourself at the end of the day. Now, when I have information, somebody leak a list to me that these are the people who earn money. These people, question these people, ask these people money. Now, what happened? I said to myself that, okay, no problem. Now we again get the list. The person know how to teach you, they know how to reply me. But I hold the list and also, okay, this list get people their name. And I'll call first 5 names when I'm shocked, when some people not happy. And now why that one not get the list? Now, he says, okay, you expect me that I have a list in my hands. And then the IG has called for an auditor from Europe to come and do auditing. I am waiting, that's why I've asked for one thing, the audit report. I'm waiting for the IG to give an audit report. Then I have a list. What is going to help me to corroborate the list? Is it not the audit report? It is the audit report. If I have the report, I cannot look like, okay, this list I have. So I cannot go and just throw a list out there, because I have to be certain about the authenticity of that list. What if it is A's enemy that is giving me that list against B's and against B? What is if Z is an enemy with W and is giving the list that W's name is there? What do I do? Do I go out there and simply just throw a list because I have a list? I have to tell you I have a list, but I'm holding the list and have my reasons. As a journalist, there are stories that I have that I will hold. Okay, for now, I'm investigating a story about Interpol between ECOC and Nigeria border. Something is happening there that has happened about a long time ago. I cannot just go and just put it out there. That is why I want us to understand that you remember when they were saying that, oh, the US will sanction the Cameroon government, and that information was floating all over. What did I do? I didn't publish it because I said here that I called the State Department and they didn't have that information. And I cannot publish something that I don't know because I am doing it professionally. I'm sorry to say this, but the way I receive and process information is not the same way somebody would do. I have my tenets and I have a penchant for credible information. That is why you listen to me. That's why some people say, oh, anytime I talk to you, will not believe. It is not because I make myself that way, because you people endorse that based on what you see as credible. I cannot just have any list. Anybody can give me a list. A list can come from a strange number, which is La Republic. I cannot just take it and put it out there. We make those mistakes and we cannot continue to make those mistakes. So you cannot come on social media and say, bring the list. Why are you hiding the list? Because you know people's names. I say, okay, let me tell you the first 5 names on that list and you'll be shocked. The list that they leaked to me, the first name they said Dr. Sako's name was there. That's the first name on the list. Number 2, John Egewa. Number 3, Sebastian. Number 4, Yumfu Sango. And of course, so you want them to come and put that list out? Is that proper? I'm asking you. When I've not investigated, okay, imagine that I put the list. I just come and put the list. What will you tell me? That, oh, because say, na Seseko a person, you don't come and cast sabotage Sako. That's what you will say. Because I don't trust the list. And I cannot put the list I don't trust. Do you think that your own sources will be same as mine? They will not be the same. So we have to be very prudent. They will come and ask, challenge people to bring information. I mean, there are levels where you can ask people stuff. I am here to protect our government. I'm here to investigate before I publish. Not just coming out there because I want to come out. That is not my function. My function is to be a stabilizer. We have various rules that will be played. And you cannot, I've told you. Now, let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. One thing that's most important. A few days ago, I want to say this, and I'll give a strong message to the people of South Africa. And this message is what I call the young Didier Momos of Ambazonia. Now, a few days ago, a cabinet meeting held in which Dr. Sako had a cabinet meeting. They were discussing. John Egewa, who is whatever for Homeland Security, I'll tell you something. Since people are talking about money, and I want you to open your eyes. I have said it repeatedly, and I want to stand on that point that I have said it that my trip to Buea has been misappropriated. But I also added that I cannot say it authoritatively if Dr. Sako has anything to do with spending money anyhow. Because the fact that he orders the expenditure, misappropriation can be linked to him, not that he ate the money. We should put all those things. And if any activist wants to be honest, talking about misappropriation, about my trip to Buea, the activist must start with the head. So you cannot call this man without calling this man, because, listen very attentively, ladies and gentlemen, that meeting, that held, what did John Egewan tell Dr. Sako? He asked Dr. Sako that Dr. Sako should go and declare himself or should simply remove the position of acting president and take interim president. Dr. Sako refused. In that meeting, John Egewan, I'm telling you firsthand, if he likes, let me come and challenge me, brings Bible, let's swear. We will swear by Marco, not even Bible. Because God can forgive Marco, will not forgive you. That's what he told Dr. Sako. Who is John Egewan? I said before, I told Dr. Sako before in a private call and on Facebook that Dr. Sako should sack John Egewan. Because John Egewan is one of the persons, so actors who are talking begin to put all these things straight. John Egewan is the highest person who has embezzled money for my trip to Buea. Because most of the money for the purchases have passed through him. Most of the money passed through him for my trip to Buea. I say it with my life and my blood. He embezzled a lot of the money. But he's still sitting there in the cabinet of Dr. Sako. He should be sacked. I don't even need an audit to say John Egewan any money, because I know I've had confrontations. There are things that I've told that I will not do. When they come and say do this, I say I will not do it, because that is not my role. Joshua Kai is here. He's my brother and friend. We have been in several meetings with our acting president where we have asked that, please, sir, give us the names of all these people who have eaten money. He said, no, it's protected. They all know we cannot. That's not how the government works. We cannot do that. We respect our acting president. We support him. We support him to the letter. But we have to tell the truth to the people. We are not doing this because we want to give Seseko any urge. We will still condemn what Seseko is doing. From prison to Switzerland, he has no right. But to come and start bringing activists to be spinning conspiracy theories, talking about half-truth things that they don't know, it makes me sick. Because if there is one activist that has protected this IG, fought my life and my family, fighting the Republic and fighting the other camp, it is me. And there is nobody who can change that fact that this IG is precious to every Tato. And that is why I can take the courage. Nelson Ocheba, who is here, one of the highest conspiracy theorists. I just listened to an audio now. I talk with you on phone. But when you have things you don't tell me, go and do audios against me. It doesn't make no sense. Because you are supposed to be my keeper. If there's something that you see that is not going right, like Fidelis Ambe does, he calls me. Fidelis Ambe will never go out there and do an audio condemning me. But Nelson, you do it. Nelson Ochema, you told me on phone that you heard that I'm the only person who questions Siseko about the fact that he cannot rule from jail. Why have you not done an audio to congratulate me on that? But you only do audios to try to run me down. You think you can succeed to run smoke? Do you know where I come from? No. You don't know how I'm going to come, which part of the chimney I'm going to come from. You just see me in the air. That's why they call me smoke. So let's leave all these conspiracy theorists. All of you, you are the people destroying the IG. You are putting the feet down of Dr. Sako. You people in South Africa, you are doing the same for Siseko. At the end of the day, we don't know where we find ourselves. That is why I come in as a Solomon to tell that, take their rightful position. Their position is not being Dr. Sako's dog or being Siseko's dog. It's being a dog for the Pope of Amazonia. That is your position. That is supposed to be your position. It's not about this, that, left, right. Listen, let me tell you something. A time will come when you go to talking about money. I don't want to discuss this money issue because you have to ask yourself, all these activists, ask yourself that how all of a sudden they start telling that we will go back, counties will come and audit. So if they knew that counties will audit, why did they bring an auditor in the first place? That's the question. So if we want to let sleeping dogs lie, let them lie. Don't get any cattle up about this my chick to be an issue. I've left it because people like my mom and sister, Mommy Magdalene, advised me that leave it. And I left it. Okay, each time I'm not talking about my chick, the Ayabacho Kam is attacking me. That is because Sako gave me money. When I stay, I want to talk about Ipo say because I'm supporting Tabanyan and Siseko. What do you want me to do? You want me to cut my head and give you? No, Sumu cannot give his head. On the contrary, I will use your head for fair what? All of you who are trying to disturb this revolution. All of you, you cannot be saying to what truth do you know about this revolution? Ask John Ejiofor to bring the money. Let me also go further by telling that in that same meeting that they held, in that cabinet meeting, let's speak the truth. Mrs. Irene Wa asked Dr. Sako that where is the $100,000 you took for Plan B? That question did not come from me. That's what he asked. So if you want to talk about accountability, you have to also know that there is a complaint that our acting president has a debit card. So you as an acting who is honest, subpoena the acting president to bring out the bank account transaction. Let's see the ATM withdrawals and the swap withdrawals that he did from that bank account. We'll know if the president was spending according to how he was instructed by the finance department. If you say Tabanyan is obstructing audit, we have to get an official statement from the auditor. I'm not working with that. Tabanyan is not my friend. That's the first thing. I've had queries with Tabanyan. As you can will tell, and a few people, Atanga Achille will tell you, I've told Tabanyan that he should stop this nonsense that he's trying to confuse Siseko from jail. I've said it to him. In fact, in one of my last conversations, I told Tabanyan on phone that tell our president Siseko to withdraw that cabinet. I told him. So how is he my friend? That's what I'm asking you. So you come and you don't know what I do behind. You think that it's just come and make noise on Facebook? My relevance remains on 200% because I can leave here after the live show, go to the Congress, knock a door. That's what I've been doing. I go to all demonstrations. So it's not about Facebook and WhatsApp. It's above that. You all understand what is going on. And we as a people, we must stay honest. We must stay very sincere. How do people want me to fight this fight? At this time that we need prayers, is this what you are supposed to repay us back? All of you who are making here, supporting Sako, supporting Siseko. It's either I'm having attacks from South Africa, from Manu, or from somebody from Fako. Look at my friend, Wanja Mola. You go and you make a very crazy video insulting Siseko. Siseko is wrong. But how do you say, me get that that I accept that everybody has anger? We accept it. But if you are for the IG, you're supposed to contain to get these two people back on board. That's the point. Siseko can never ever rule from jail. He will never, I will die for that. It will never happen. It has never happened. There is no model like that. But do not take delight in protecting the things that we are crying against. Some people say, oh, just leave it. I have left it. But you people, when I leave, I'm not talking about my children. You go and bring some people, they come and they're talking about things that don't exist. And you want me to stay quiet. I have the right to explain. I'm not defending myself to nobody. Because all I have to explain to you people, this revolution is not Siseko's revolution. So stop being the Jean Dudier Momo of the Ambazonian struggle and take their position as a Solomon. It is not going to be like that. Siseko and Sako have no problem. It is John Egewa on the other side and the other people on the other side who are putting knives on the hands of these two people. It's either it's John Egewa behind Sako or probably Milton Takan behind Siseko or this man behind you. And you give them knives to go and kill themselves. And you are saying that these two people are not bad. They are good people who can talk to each other as brothers. But because of your negativity, because of your ambition to be a Jean Didier Momo, you want a position in either of the cabinet. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I have said, quote me anywhere. I don't want anything with Rich Boya. Don't give me nothing. Leave me on my national telegram. I don't need it. I don't need to get a position because I was doing activism on the blood of people. People are dying. You cannot be fighting government left, right. Is it correct? Let's accept these questions. We are supposed to stand for the truth. Listen, we accept that people make mistakes. Siseko's mistake is terrible. Accepted. But now we are making more mistakes because the people who have done worse, I will never defend something that's not true. We have to calm down ourselves. Get the atmosphere straight. 20 May came and passed. But we came and put our face that if you go there, 495, people respected. We struggle to destabilize it. Today, you have this other group, technical and stark criminals. The Ayabacho group. I'll call his name again once more. Ayabacho, you went to the Bali people. Somebody for you saw a picture, the picture of the lady of Ambalan Kwifo. You went there. What did you do? Ayabacho went and stole the picture from the wall of Ambalan Kwifo and wrote there with that lady with a gun. Different people are here, they are sending money, sponsoring their group in their local government area. Ayabacho, you stole the picture, put on your wall. I know that after this show, Sako people will come after me. Ayabacho people will come after me. Seseko people will come after me because I'm not here to satisfy people. I'm here to satisfy the Amazonian people. Ayabacho, you stole the picture, you put on your wall and you're asking for donation. For a picture from the people. Let me say, do I talk without proof? Let me come. This is it, you see? This is it. That's the lady, that's it. That's like the Bali Iron lady. That's where they removed the picture. What did they do? Let me play this audio.
Yes, this one are the great legend they talk. My brothers or my sister them for outside at the salon una all. I beg one send would send una this audio una listen them fine for outside there. Then una forward time for the person way who make the audio sikai. Now all the generals them who the commanders them for Bali we don't shit on. We see something way not correct at all. Where Mr. Cho Ayaba don't do. Mr. Cho Ayaba if he take soldier for Bali, he put them for a Facebook profile in order for raise his phone. That one being as something we don't over be annoyed, we don't over angry for that thing. We no one ever see that kind of thing again. We for Bali here, we work now for Bali LGA and Ambalan Kwifo. We know the work with ADF.
Declare boss.
I repeat, we know the work with ADF.
Declare boss.
Yes. We don't want some kind of thing way. We go be na say we don't go against something we not correct. So one we wanna pass the message for you, make it know. Fine. We never ever receive something for you, any support or anything for Mr. Cho Ayaba. You know, if it take was soldier for Bali, they put the Facebook profile in order for begging money or for raising fund. It be very bad and we don't over be annoyed for that kind of thing.
I mean,
My
not try
boss
again. Boss,
would the beg una
me not try again.
say mona tell ye mona pass this message for ye, mona pass this audio for ye, mona forward them for ye, make it know. I repeat, we know the work under ADF. We know the work under ADF. We work with Bali LGA and Ambalan Kwifo.
Thank you.
Anything we concern that one would know and would hear and would obey. I beg una tell ye, una forward and for ye. Thank una very much. Now the generals them, the commander them for Bali, they send this audio for una.
Thank you. I see somebody is writing, one person is writing 2 million in that area, gradually losing your credibility. It means that you don't know the definition of credibility. Credibility does not mean that you support the person that you like. Credibility means telling people the truth. Saying thing that is verified. That's the definition of credibility. Go and read it. Credibility is not surrogacy, my friend. It's not being a group eye. I will never be. I talk on a level ground because my hands are clean. I want to say it, and I'm going to say it very clearly. The Ayabachopo camp on my head. I've told you that people should stop that thief-free at the ADF. There is nothing like ADF. It doesn't exist. Don't think that because you don't see a dictator, you still see me. People are there suffering now. You have moved from Contender Force. You did not defend anything on 20 MA. We did not see you anywhere. You have not done anything about 20 MA. But today you are going and taking a picture from Ambalan Kwifo, from the Bali people. You put on your wall, you are begging for money. I have you, are you not wicked? Is that not wickedness? That's the question I'm asking you. You are taking advantage now. You are happy. You are sending all those people, the medicine in China, the herbalists, to be setting more confusion. First of all, those of you who are even saying this thing here, left, right, center, how do you even think I can take this thing serious? Some people told me that the reason why they put that herbalist in China is because they wanted to make sure that he should not be talking or doing what. Listen, I want to say it, and I told Seseko when we were having a meeting that there is what they call endorsement. At this crucial time, you cannot come and take that kind of person to be in your government because that is wrong endorsement. Whether the reason is whatever, but the disadvantages of that man being in that government outweighs the advantage by 1 billion%. And that is why, by itself, that government is naturally rejected by having that kind of people there. So why are you even worrying yourselves? Some people say that, oh, you should. Listen, I will not come on Facebook. I come and insult Seseko. Get that, who are you? Because I have an ideology. Let me explain to you what I meant when I said that this revolution is like an exam. When you are writing an exam, you write paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You write paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. You write that, what is the capital of Buea? What is the capital of Southern Cameroon? You say Buea. Paper 2, around which region is the capital of Southern Cameroon, or which zone is the capital of Southern Cameroon situated? You say Southern Zone, precisely in Buea. They ask again in paper 3, they ask another question, all the answers going around Buea. So you are answering Buea, then on paper 4, you come and contradict yourself. Now, in my exams questions in this revolution, starting from the ADF, I have been consistent. I'm not going again and coming about ADF, no. When I say ADF is a criminal group, I make sure they remain criminal because that is what they are from start to end. They don't do anything. If they do a small, correct, good thing, I come and say it, but they remain criminal in my mind. Now, this is the same thing that's happening. Now, people like Wonja, okay, for the past time, you see, Wonja was praising Seseko, talking all sorts of good things. That's paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Now you're on paper 4, you go back, you contradict yourself. You insult the man, the same person. I cannot do that because I know who Seseko is in terms of the credibility that he has left. Somebody said that you are saying that Seseko has no credibility, but he has credibility. Seseko is nobody, he's this, he's that. I don't have business with that. But I want you to know one thing today. Listen to me. Sako and Seseko, they are like pen and ink. All of them make each other. Seseko, before going to jail, he left the credibility that Ken brought in Sako and we supported that government, defended it. Sako came and despite the hate speech from the other criminal groups, he stood his ground and he maintained that IG for Seseko. So there is no way you can come to put these two people against each other. There is no way because they are selfish interests. I want to talk to you Ambazonian people that without Seseko, there will be no Sako, and without Sako, there will be no Seseko. So we should stop all these things. People coming and saying here that every title you are not supporting this man, you are going this way. I will never ever go the way some few of you want. If you want me to speak the truth, I've spoken the truth to you. The truth is that Seseko is wrong. And the other truth is that you people should stop all this rubbish that you are doing on Facebook. You people should stop it. I have chosen my fight. And in one of my fights, I have a principle. I fight the enemy. And the enemies here have been the Republic and the AGC criminal group that try to destroy this revolution. I flatten them. And that is where my relevance remains top-notch. I did that single-handedly, flatten the ADF. In fact, at the point I told people that you people should leave ADF to me. And I've continuously flattened them. Now the new fight is an in-house fight. IG. I will not participate in the fight in the way you want it. Take it from me. And today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, you come to agree with me that Eric, you were right. If we knew, we would have taken your approach. No matter the thing, when you all the insults that you are throwing left, right, see, every Seseko Christmas Ebini is insulting Sako. I'm saying it. Big people like that. I'm not afraid to call their names. I'm not afraid. The man people are attacking me. I'm not afraid to call their names. This one, Nelson Ochemba, Steve Nebo, every Steve who is my friend and brother, he said that Seseko was asking that why did not put his picture in Berlin, and that Seseko is childish. I read those things. That's somebody forwarded to me, and I said, I tell that person that tell Steve that is the one who is childish and a liar because Steve he was not in that meeting, and that's not what Seseko said. Seseko said that in a protest like that of Berlin, they would have carried the pictures of the detainees. He did not say himself. He didn't say that. And I was surprised that somebody came and said something else. and you are writing without even asking any of the activists that were there. Joshua Carr were there. You would have called Joshua Carr if you are afraid to call me. You would have called Atanga Achille. Even Ray Tima was there. Ask Eben Wanobi, all those activists were there. Kemi Ashu was there. She said, where did Siseko say that they should put his picture? Because people are looking for everywhere. You are causing this confusion. Siseko is writing against Sako. You are writing against Siseko. You are writing against this. So what is the gain that you people have? I cannot take a knife and give my two children to fight. It will not happen. Not me, Eric Tato. And today till tomorrow, you accept what I'm saying. Because the confusion is intensifying because of the identity politics that you people are playing. Because of being politically correct. In a house, when children are fighting, the father suppresses who is correct. He blames the children and tries to put them together. Let them move on. I will tell you both today till tomorrow that Siseko and Sako are pen and ink. Allow those two people to talk to themselves. Let's stop this nonsense on social media. I will not be part of this your saga, part of this your senseless debate, part of this your idle mind. I will not be part of that philosophy. I will never be part of it. We have to remain as a people. We have to remain collective, united. That is the idea that I fought for. And the one parallel one that Seko has formed, I have said in my name as Eric Tato, I condemn it. Not an idea with a herbalist. But let's speak the truth. And I want to warn that if I decide to come out talking about the audit and my chief people, a lot of things will collapse. Let's leave it at this. Kabenyang, Dr. Sako, all the people who are linked to my chief people, they live in America. It's easy for you people to summon them to a debate. We are here. Activists are here. Tanga Achille is here. I'm here. Let's put them one-on-one and ask questions that you're asking. Let them answer on a live show and see who are those who stole. It's easy to know. So until some people said, I listen to people and I laugh. Like my friend Ochemba, who is so full of conspiracy theories. You talk with me and you go behind, you do a different thing. Sometimes I wonder if you have drugs that expire. Because it's not normal what some of you are doing. You are destroying this revolution. Speak the truth and be universal. Now you say that, they must go and start from Skapak, from this, from that. I agree with you 100%. I accept. And those are the same things I've said before you people come and say all these things. I've said that all accounts are important. But if you're objective and honest, you must identify. Listen, when you're in a crisis, I want to teach us, plus myself, I'm also learning. When we're in a crisis, we do in public relations, which is part of my domain that I study. We do, when in the crisis management, that is why La République has not succeeded in solving the crisis because they have not gotten good crisis managers who can identify the publics and the problems. Because, take for example, La République Prime Minister goes to Bamenda. He's talking about peace and reconciliation. Bia is doing the same thing on social media. Like one of the barristers said, but children are in the jails. The major public in resolving the conflict are those who are locked up. Those in the diaspora, the secessionists who have the guns, not those people, CPDM people in the Tribune. Those are not the people. That's why Anglophone crisis or the war can never end until they talk to us, to you and I. It's the same thing. You people are talking about the crisis that is rocking our IG now, but you will not be good managers because you don't know how to identify problems and publics in the current crisis. Any crisis has a what they call threshold. There's a threshold. So you cannot be doing a research and you're just doing it. Even in opinion polls, they have specific. That's why even on Facebook, there are ages that you can get on Facebook. You must carve a niche, a threshold to manage a crisis. You cannot take a crisis. We have a crisis rocking this IG. And you ask yourself the question that to solve this crisis, what are the problems? We have to identify. Number one, it's my chip to bear. Don't leave them and say that Skapak, cap this. All those things are important. But they are priority accounts because first and foremost, like Ocheba said, no, you cannot start mathematics from one. You must start from one. You cannot skip. You must start from the last. No, you are wrong. Accounting is different from the normal math that you know. Because first of all, let me prove you something. All the monies that have been raised in this revolution, they are independent of any other account. My cryptoware is a completely different account disconnected from Skapak. Skapak is disconnected from Maurice. Maurice is disconnected from NAC. NAC is disconnected from what we raised, Joshua Carr, myself, for the lawyers when they were going down to shut down. Every account, they are sub-accounts disconnected. You cannot say the account for FACO is this, you bring it together, join with my chip. You cannot do that. So, when we have a problem, my brothers and sisters, we must try to calm down, understand. Don't bring things, trump up allegations to confuse people. I listened to it. I just saw that these people have been sent to come and level the ground, test the waters. But it doesn't happen with me. Because when we have a situation, the major problem that everybody is talking about, if you don't identify what is the problem now in Cameroon, is the Anglophone crisis, the war. Now, Pobia is going left, going right, doing this, talking this. It's not important. We know the problem. So once we identify the problem, we would have solved this issue. So we have an issue. Every account is important. But I want to beg us that it's either we drop talking about my trip to our polling post name, or we ask our government to give us the audit. When I have the audit report from there, I can continue. Because my trip is the major problem that we have. Scapak is a problem, but it's not as major. And until we accept this as being the truth, then we as a people, we cannot move forward. We have to forge by speaking the real truth, not speaking circumventional truth that have been scrapped and rearranged to favor people. So let us leave all this politics, identity politics, because you must, as a people, identify the major problem in your revolution now. We are not interested about all those groups because we have deleted them. That is why Siseko in jail appointed a herbalist and he accepts it. The same person that has been condemning the ID. That is the biggest Jean Didier de Momon. That's the biggest one in this revolution. Jean Didier Momon, number one, is the man in China who took a position and stayed quiet and his tongue changed. He started praising the same Siseko. Praising Siseko that, he is good, is that the same Siseko that he condemned that they didn't want to catch. I defended him. So I'm even shocked that if you see Siseko left us, who defended him, did not listen to us, did not give advice, and goes and appoints somebody. We are not asking position. I have never asked, I don't want, I will never want. It means that Siseko is not informed. And that's why we have condemned it. So the problem here, the crux of the matter, is about this particular issue. If this our ID solves it, every other issue will be solved. So we stand with the acting president, Dr. Samuel Komisako. We love him, we support him, but we will not also tolerate conspiracy. Let our IG not be sending people to come and do conspiracy theories. Because they asked me, I've released you a list. That the list I have, the major five names are Dr. Sako, John Egewa, Yumfo Sango. The list is there. Well, Sebastian, those are people that are saying that they took money. Every person they're asking, so all of these things, we cannot be saying all of these things over and over. So don't come and tell us about the truth where you don't know nothing about the truth. Somebody is saying here that is to make somebody resign. There is no agenda when I speak. I come to speak the truth, and that's the only thing I do. So we have said it, and I'm still going to repeat it. I want to go forward telling you people that speak the truth and stand by it. Do not follow groups, politicians, or anything. We have an IG, and we have rejected as a people the IG formed from jail by Siseko. It's never going to work, and will not allow it. We condemn in earnest everything that Siseko did regarding Swiss mafia or Swiss connection. It is something that is not talked about. We cannot be talking about those things. These are wrong things, and we'll continue to support Dr. Sako to legitimize him at any level, but to ensure that we should not also shut down a path to the truth. Do not come with half truth, please. That's my problem. So I think based on this, we want to go forward. Somebody asked about update from Namibia. I'm still talking with people in Ground 1 in Nigeria. I need to get a full story of what really happened. I'm talking with some people in Kope Maningo. I'll talk with Ebon Kings later in the day, and we'll try to find out solutions. I'll only come to update you on things that I have concrete information about. I don't want to come and talk something and then I'll come and I'm fixing it again. That's not my style. So I want to beg all of us, ladies and gentlemen, that let's stay committed. This fight is our fight. Do not put Sako against Siseko, because the problem here is not Sako and Siseko. I want to still repeat it. There is no competition between the man who is outside and the man who is in jail. Siseko is in jail. Sako is here. Sako is the acting president. And I'm happy with Dr. Sako because they told him that, John Egewan told him that, go take that interim president, forget about that man. He told them no, he will not do it. And that is the spirit. So it means that these people, they have a will. They have a way that they want to solve their problem. Some people are only saying that Sako should do what? You cannot do it. Why do you only think it's only Sako that should do it? You also have a way to do it. After all, the you of the ADF that are making the highest noise here, you people are posting pictures every day until you steal pictures from AK campaign and put it here. It is not proper. We should be objective. So I want to leave you people now, and I hear that the Secretary Chris is coming on, and his title is Siseko and the IG. Well, I cannot read a book from the cover, but I think that when we listen, I'll follow the show. And I also want to say that this IG also has the responsibility to have condemned all those who are bringing hate speech so that they will be weak. Because when the IG stays back for 1 week that this saga is going, there's no formal statement condemning the hate speech and the divide on social media. It means probably the IG is happy, but that's not what I'm saying. So Secretary Chris has the golden opportunity to fix these things and make sure that the IG comes one. And let us know as a people, we cannot divide this IG. It will never be divided. We will condemn every move from Siseko, every move on the come out from jail. And the only way for you to make Siseko humble, as he has always been a humble man, is to stop all these attacks. I've told people that this is in-house fight. Choose your fights. Choose your fight. He's wrong. He's wrong. I see somebody saying that, oh, your power now for the man. Yes, because lion in power now against enemy, not be against fellow lion. Me, I be lion. The IG na still lion. I not be tongue chop my own lion. You understand? Any man will be chop the beginning for which not be correct person. So on the contrary, you give me a compliment. If you just say my power now against I have agreed because I have agreed for choppy because na man look I don't go take ambalang people that think I put as in oh. So wish man, correct wish man, also get some powerful video because say part time we been a good wish man. He own we say na man good power. He used to cover all the picking them. They live long. No money die for the family. No money get no sick. Now correct wish that. Una own wish when I go chop una picking. Una be snake when I chop X. It's not fair. Una own wish I go chop una picking. So you cannot have a child. You turn behind, you eat that child in witchcraft. It's not proper. So me, I be good wish man because I fight my enemy that I protect house. So take my style. Be the Solomon. We don't talk say we, the people of Southern Cameroons. The IG is not divided. It will never be divided because we don't recognize the IG from jail. When Siseko will leave and come, he's going to take his IG from Dr. Sako. That's it. So you should stop all these conspiracy theories. Be the correct wish man. Protect the IG. Ignore all those people. South Africa already know say they not fight me. It's a fact. I told Siseko from the one that your procedure, your method, the approach, everything is wrong until today is still wrong. Everything will support Dr. Sako till the last day that the leadership in jail will come up. Some people don't come and say this man is the face of this man. Listen, we understand. People have the right to be angry. But let's reconstruct our criticisms. Thank you very much. And God bless you. We are happy that all of you followed. I'm very grateful. Please help me. Pray for me. For God to give us more wisdom. Let us continue the path of this revolution. This is our lives. If we don't win, which of course we're never going to lose, then you know where we find ourselves in. Let us also know that we have to support our government. We have to fight as a team. And fighting as a team, we have a fight in the house. Let's fight in a way that will not destroy our own properties. That is the message I have for you today. If you take the position of a Solomon, you agree with me that come rain, come shine, tomorrow things will be better for us. God bless you and have a wonderful day. We'll see how to come on. I'm sure that Joshua Carr will probably come after this. I want to thank you so much. If anything I've said here that hurts you, I'm very sorry. You can have my phone number 202-390-2247. You can give me corrections. You have my WhatsApp, it's on my wall. Tell me that Mr. Tato, this is what the next time you should do. Let's debate it and then we see how we can form a better opinion to inform our public. God bless you and stay blessed. Bye-bye.